Have you ever baked with your mom or dad? It's not just a chance to spend time with family. You can use your Every good baker uses tools to make precise measurements. That's why baking tools are marked to help bakers measure carefully, like this marked glass measuring cup. I have a problem with my measuring cups. I don't have enough of the right measuring cups for my grandma's pie crust recipe. I would love for you to help me figure it out so we can bake today. So let's get started. I am so glad that you have decided to help me with grandma's pie recipe. So I thought with all word problems that I do, I'd like to start out with kind of drawing it out so I know, and writing everything down so I know what I'm dealing with. So I know that I need 2 2/3 cups of flour. Okay. And I know that I have a 1 cup measuring cup. It's only 1 cup. Then I also need 1 tablespoon, that's the abbreviation for it, of salt, but I only have a 1/4 tablespoon measuring spoon. So, what am I going to do about this? Well, I think to myself, if I'm going to make a whole of something, and I only have 1/3, so let me draw a picture of what, if I put 3 1/3s together. Let's see. Okay, so there's 3 pieces, and 1/3 would be this piece right here. But I need 2/3. So if I color this in, that gives me 2 out of the 3. That looks like it might work. So if I take 1/3 plus another 1/3, that should give me 2/3. That would solve my problem for the cups. Then I have a 1 cup measure, and I need to use that. So 1 cup and 1 cup, that I think I could do that. 1 plus 1 cup equals 2 cups. So that would be 2 1/3. Oops, I forgot to put in that I have a 1/3 cup measure only. That's why I'm not measuring 2/3 right away. Okay, so that would solve my problem. That would be 2 2/3 cups flour. Okay, now what about the salt? Right, because it says 1 tablespoon, and I only have a 1/4 tablespoon. Let me think about that. So, if I had a whole tablespoon, say this is a tablespoon, and I broke it out into parts, because this says there's a 4, so that means how many pieces I would cut it in. That's not very even, is it? But if I colored in 1, that would be 1/4 of the tablespoon. How many more 1/4 tablespoons would I need to get to a whole? Well, if I have 1/4 here, this would be another 1/4. So I'd add that, and another 1/4. I would add that, and then 1 more. Okay, so these all stay the same on the bottom, don't they, when we're adding? So we're just going to put a 4 there, and then we're just going to add the 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4/4. So that makes 1 whole tablespoon. all the ingredients. We'll be using all-purpose flour, and we will also be using a stick of Crisco shortening. These sticks are marked in 1/4, 1/2, 3/4, and 1 whole cup to make it easier to measure. We will also be adding 1 tablespoon of salt and 6 to 7 tablespoons of cold water. I've already put 2 cups in here. Now we're going to take the 1/3 cup and we're going to do 2 fills in this 1/3 cup to make 2/3 a cup, just like we calculated. In we go. All right. Next comes the salt. We have a 1/4 teaspoon measurement. We calculated that we need 4 fills of 1/4 tablespoon measure, and that should give us 1 whole tablespoon. So I'm going to add that now. Well, that didn't take too long. I will get a fork to mix all the dry ingredients together. Then it'll be time to add the 1 cup or stick of shortening. There it is, ready to be mixed in. Let me get the shortening out. Again, this has a 1 cup measurement right on the side. The fractions are listed right on the side of the container, so that helps us. I'll put this right in here. I will use a special tool that bakers use to mix the shortening into the flour and salt mixture. It has sharp blades, so be careful. Mix the shortening in until it forms small pea-sized balls. Then when it's time for the 6 to 7 tablespoons of cold water, 1 tablespoon at a time, mixing in between adding. Once everything's together, it's time to roll out. Roll out the dough, that is. It's been great baking with you today. Have fun baking at home, and remember, fractions are our friends.